I've done a lot of talking here, but I've just been doing simple things. So now I'm going to like bump things up a couple of notches and do a higher level of distractions for her. So I'm going to go in the back of the house and close the door behind me. If you're ever going to do something that you think is difficult for her to do, it's okay to remind her before you do it, down. I'm going to go back here, close the door. I'm even going to knock on this hallway door, come back. Good, she's still there. And you see she's forgotten all about this camera person that's standing there pointing this camera at us, who is in her house. I mean, she's been here for a number of months, so she sees this as her environment. So, because she's so into doing this, and this is the way she'll be with you. If you do it this way, she's just focused on you completely. So now we're going to go outside. This is even harder. Down. I'm going to knock on the door, ring the doorbell, go to the windows. This would be really hard for a lot of dogs to stay there. Mess with the mail slot. Those are 4 things that would make most dogs pop up. Doorbell, door, good. Mail slot, banging on windows, so we got all those there. And you can see, she knows no matter what happens, she stays there. See how she's kind of edging off the mat? Just take your handful of rewards. Let's lure her back to where we want her to be. Up. That's better. And then make sure after you've done that, she's calm, like she is. Good. And then continue the exercise. There's one other thing I can do here, which she used to not be able to handle. And actually, in this video, I'd like to show her making a mistake, so I show you what to do. So she used to this would really be a problem for her a lot, like me scooting around with a chair around her like this. Doing things like this behind the dog is extra hard for the dog to not spin around. I mean, for weeks she would just spin around, but now she knows she's supposed to stay there, and guess what? She gets a huge payoff. Good. Good, I gave her extra few pieces. That's a really difficult thing for a dog like Goose to do. So like I said a few minutes ago, whatever behavior you practice on this mat will carry over to real life, in the sense that when she's done with this exercise, if you do it the way that you see me doing on the video, and you release her in the way I'm about to release her, she'll keep a little bit more extra calmness every time you do it, and over the weeks and months to come, she'll continue to get calmer and calmer over time. If I'm going to take her off the mat, I'm going to pick up the leash and stand back next to her. See, she's anticipating being released, so you say no. And she may put herself back like that, which is good. That's fine. And the only reason she would make that mistake was that she just lost focus. She knows how to do the game, she's just really excited. So she lost focus, she got it together, she put herself back, and what did I do? I stepped back to where I started. She put herself back, now we try it again. Stand back next to her. She's really going to wait until I pat my leg and say, okay. And I just want to show you, I'm going to give her some free time outside. I just want to show you this little front door exercise I do. I always have her sit, and she does this probably 5-6 times a day, because that's how much we put her out in the yard. I have her sit. I step out first, just to accentuate the fact that we own this front door. This is our boundary, not hers. She waits till I come back. There's no more rushing through the boundaries. She walks through with me, okay, calmly. See how if I stop, she stops? If she doesn't, you just do a little signal, kind of like tapping the brakes. And then outside of the doorway, I have her sit. And then I release her to be free out here. Take her off the leash and release her to be free. Pat her chest and say, go. Now she's free. She can do whatever she wants for a while and take a break.